What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for another legend remade in FM22. Today we are talking about the Samba star Ronaldinho. Now, we've done several of these on the channel so far, but if you're new around here, this is what happens. We recreate a legend of world football, put them back into FM22, back at the start, the club where they started their career. In this instance, with Ronaldinho, he is at Grêmio over in Brazil to see what happens to their career a second time around. Obviously, Ronaldinho, Ballon d'Or winner, he won loads of stuff, World Cups, all sorts, and was a brilliantly technical player. And interestingly enough, did play for PSG, so if he goes there today, it doesn't matter as much. With this series, we simulate forward 5, 10 and 15 years into the future to see how the player gets on. So let's dive in and take a look at Ronaldinho. So guys, here he is in all of his glory. This is a 17-year-old Ronaldinho. Now, he does look phenomenal, I will say. We took a look at some of his attributes from previous games of Football Manager, and he just looks brilliant, doesn't he? As I said, 17 years of age, playing in Brazil at Grêmio. He is a natural at the attacking midfield left. He's a natural at the attacking midfield centre. And he already does have some phenomenal attributes. Really high in terms of determination and flair. And his vision of 18 really good. 18 dribbling, 16 first touch, 17 free kick taken. Obviously, we've seen Ronaldinho take free kicks in the past. His passing is pretty good as well. And that technique is 18. But obviously, a couple of the little things toyed together, the technique, the determination, and his driven personality will see this player become an absolute worldie yet again, which is going to be interesting to see how he transitions about starting in Brazil before going on to see where he ends up in his career. Obviously, he does have a couple of different traits, which I've added on as well, which is tries killer balls often, plays 1-2s, dictates tempo, tries tricks, cuts in from both wings, and runs with the ball often, and especially cuts inside from that left wing, because we've definitely seen Ronaldinho do that a lot in his career, most importantly at Barcelona. So this is him, as I said, age 17. We're going to jump forward 5 years time to see how he's getting on and if he's still playing in Brazil. If you do enjoy these types of videos, guys, the Legends Remade in FM22, please do drop a like on it down below. It really does help the algorithm. And if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing to the channel as well. But let's jump forward 5 years and see how Ronaldinho is getting on. Well, this doesn't happen a lot, but Ronaldinho is now a Liverpool player, which is ridiculous. As I said, you don't see players in this series go to Liverpool a lot, and the Brazilian star has done just that. If we take a look at him already in terms of his career stats, he's gone straight from Grêmio to Liverpool, and I can only assume he's going to start winning a bag full of trophies. In terms of his attributes, though, really has blossomed. Age 22 now, along with that great dribbling and first touch and free kick taking, he's now good at corners. He's got 16 passing, that 19 technique, 20 vision, 20 flair. This man's going to be able to unlock a rusty lock. This guy's going to be phenomenal in your team. If they played a cam, he'd be the best central attacking midfielder in the game, because he just knows how to unlock a defense. Great on both feet, obviously 6 foot, 81 kilos, and he is wanted by PSG. So that's going to be very interesting to see if he does make that move. Looks like he's had a very good year for Liverpool in the most recent season. 22 goals, 17 assists in all competitions, 17 player of the matches as well. But first of all, let's have a look at his career stats. So Liverpool paid £22.5 million to Grêmio for his services. He did start in Brazil. He's played 2 good seasons in Brazil by the looks of things. 21 goals and 10 assists in that last season with Grêmio in Brazil. So it'll be interesting to see if he managed to guide them to a title. But looks like Liverpool have got a little bit of a steal here. Since then, he's done phenomenally well on the wing to return double-digit goals in the first 2 seasons in the Premier League, especially in that first season. 11 goals in 19 appearances in the Prem is ridiculous. And then in the most recent seasons, he's averaging double digits for goals and assists. And as I said, in that most recent season in the Premier League, 28 goal contributions, 18 goals, 10 assists in 38 appearances. It's just absolutely ridiculous, isn't it, from the man they call Ronaldinho. In terms of the tactic, he has been playing out as that attacking midfield left for his club, but he's been playing at central attacking midfield for his country. 25 international appearances and 13 goals coming from Ronaldinho in that central attacking midfield position. And for Brazil, 28 caps, 13 goals, he looks quite tidy internationally as well. In terms of some of his milestones then, let's have a look at the competitions. So Grêmio, they did win this title here. Looks like they've been pretty dominant in this, but I don't know if this is just a like geographical tournament. Yeah, it looks like it is a little bit of a geographical tournament, but he won it nonetheless. Well, a World Cup runners-up for Brazil in 2022. Obviously the groups have been drawn for that World Cup now. Brazil have an interesting group. Then he moves to Liverpool. This is where he's going to start racking up the trophies. FA Cup winners, champions, Premier League winners, sorry, and a Community Shield in the same sort of span in 2023. Then he goes on back-to-back Premier League champions. There is the Champions League, the first Champions League for Liverpool in 2024. Copa America runners-up. Who did they lose to in that final, just out of curiosity? That was to Venezuela. Brazil lose to Venezuela, and I can't view the fixture. That is should be a Copa America for Ronaldinho there. Community Shield and UEFA Super Cup winners again. Community Shield runners-up the second time around in 2025, and he wins the Emirates FA Cup in 2026, which isn't as good as we have seen some of these Liverpool teams get on. Just out of curiosity, Klopp is still the manager, and he's playing in quite a good team. Let's have a look at the tactic then. So yeah, Ronaldinho on one side, Alisson, Trent, Fofana, Van Dijk, Hickey. I've seen this guy, Aaron Hickey, get picked up by a couple of different clubs as well. Fabinho, Henderson, Szoboszlai, Salah, Ronaldinho, and then who's this Donny up front? Jan Tielemans. Looks okay, but probably not good enough to lead the line for Liverpool. So, interesting. Ronaldinho is at Liverpool. He is wanted by Paris Saint-Germain. Will he return there like he did in real life? Let's move forward 5 years and see what happens. So here we are, 27 years of age. Ronaldinho is still a Liverpool player. He hasn't made that move to PSG. He is still plying his trade in the Premier League. 27 years of age now, on £400,000 a week. The Brazilian has now been capped 65 times by his country and scored 36 goals. Is he still returning in those double digits for goals and assists? Of course he is. Absolutely dominating the Premier League in goals and assists. Had a little bit of a wayward spell here. 12 goals, 6 assists, 13 goals, 8 assists in 2 seasons there. The 2028 and 2029 seasons. Not necessarily his best return, but double digits goals and assists for the most part. He's now in 366 league appearances in his career. Got 148 goals and 84 assists as well. So he is very, very clinical, but also a pretty good provider from the wings as well. In terms of some of his milestones, let's see if he's won a few more trophies. We were last here in 2026. So he went on to win the Community Shield again. Won a couple of Community Shields, but he's picked up the Champions League the following season in 2027, winning that Champions League with Liverpool. UEFA Super Cup winners as well. Premier League champions the year after. Copa America winners in 2028. Fair play to Brazil for getting that job done. And then another Community Shield. Seems to be constant that they win the Community Shield, Liverpool. So they win, they're runners-up in the FA Cup. They win another Champions League, so he's very, very good. Got a lot of trophies here. European, South American Super Cup. They lose that one to the Netherlands. FIFA Club World Cup, third place with Liverpool as well, and a Super Cup runner-up. We will look at all of his awards at the end of the video. But again, Ronaldinho looking pretty darn tasty at 27 years of age. He's got a slight injury at the end of the season. Looks like he's going to be back in 1 to 4 days. He's had a hernia. I'm sure he'll be okay. He's not had too many injuries throughout the course of his career. We've got one more stop in this video, 15 years into the future. Let's jump forward and see how he's doing it towards the end of his career. So then, final stop in this video, we have Ronaldinho, and he has stayed a Liverpool player. I really did think he would make the jump to PSG, but he's not done it this time around. He is a model professional now, 32 years of age, over 100 caps for his national side. Fantastic mentals, still exceptionally technical, as you would expect of a player of Ronaldinho's caliber. Still pretty good physically as well, 19 agility, great balance, still 16 pace, great on both feet. He's still a threat, age 32, you know, guys. So very, very interesting there. The final 5 years of his career in this re-simulation. Again, much doing Ronaldinho things. This one season here, 8 goals in the Premier League. Not a good return for him there, but he got 20 goals in all comps. Looking at the bottom, looks like he did very, very well in the cup competition. 6 in 6 in cup competitions, 6 in 14 in continental competitions. So he was still scoring, still doing very well, still doing Ronaldinho type things. But again, in these most recent seasons, he's done very, very well. In terms of his milestones, let's have a look at the competitions first and foremost. So the last time we checked in was 2031. So 2031, since then, they had a year where they didn't win anything. That is baffling to me. Absolutely baffling. Anyway, they go on Premier League champions again, Europa League winners, Copa America runners up. Losing to Mexico. Interesting. Copa America, Mexico. That must change in the structure at some point. Carabao Cup runners up, FA Cup winners, blah 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 blah. Carabao Cup runners up. Emirates FA Cup. He's not won as many Champions Leagues or Premier Leagues as I probably thought he was going to do. But let's have a look at the individual awards then. There's a lot in the Premier League, so we won't take a look at that. I'm kind of looking for, have you seen this? The Samba d'Or, Samba d'Or, the Brazilian Player of the Year or South American Player of the Year. Love that this is called. It has the word Samba in it. And there's also a guy here called Pete. Up the Pete. Go on, lad. Also, let's have a look then. Let's have a proper look at the World Awards. I'm trying to find one here. I keep thinking that says Ballon d'Or, but it doesn't. Right, men's best player. So unfortunately, he's not listed as, where is the Ballon d'Or? He's not a Ballon d'Or winner. Interestingly enough, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕 looks like he's taken the world by storm over the past 5-6 years, picking things up from Mbappe and Haaland after they have their little feud constantly. But then 𝘼𝙤𝙕 at Bayern Munich dominating by the looks of things over the past few years. It's almost averaging an 8 rating is ridiculously high. Is he in? Has Ronaldinho been in with a shout at all anywhere along this line? It doesn't look like he has been anywhere near that. Oh, there he is, second place behind Kylian Mbappe when he was 20 years of age. Unfortunately not getting that Ballon d'Or spot. If we take a look at some of the other stuff, did he win the NXGN all the way back when he was a child? No, he didn't win that either. If we take a look at the Copper Trophy, did he win that one? Yes, he did. Won that one 3 years in a row when he was 19, 20 and 21, all being at Liverpool after his transfer from Grêmio. So in terms of the World Player of the Year, again, nowhere near that conversation. How about the World 11? If we go in the most recent season, he's not made it. He's in some interesting competition here with Karim Adeyemi, Kulusevski and Musiala. How about if we go for all the seasons? Yes, there is Ronaldinho. So this is the all-time throughout the course of this simulation. Courtois in goal. Who is this? It right back. Olivero Fanny. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not even going to say this dude's name. Italian. He's fast. Looks good. He's it right back. De Ligt, Diaz, Alphonso Davies, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕, Musiala, Kylian Mbappe, Phil Foden. There's our man, Ronaldinho. And then Erling Haaland there. In terms of his career and what he's been measured on, 114 goals in 360 appearances from left wing is a ridiculous return. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video, please do drop a like on it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And let me know in that comment section who you would like to see next. There is a playlist of these videos on the channel. Please do go and check them out because it really does help me out and make me feel better about putting these videos together because they're not easy to put together. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on another one very, very soon.